saying?
10 years. It's been exactly 10 years since Undertale came out. A game that needs no introduction at all. But in the very rare case that you do need it, Undertale is a game that was in development for about 2 years, where it was financed through a crowdfunding campaign on Kickstarter. The goal was 5,000 US dollars, but the campaign became so big that it ended up raising 51,134 US dollars by over 2,000 people. Needless to say, people kinda wanted this game to come out. And the game was made by none other than the main man, Toby the Dog Fox. He took inspiration from a bunch of games for this, but the main inspiration was Earthbound for the Super Nintendo. You can see that in some character designs like Flowey. In the grand scheme of things, it doesn't seem like it's that good of a game. Hell, I didn't really get it when I played the first time, which, fun fact, I did in 2020. I never finished it though. I gave up after Snowden, and I never touched the game until early 2022. So, what was it? Why did it took me a while for me to connect with the game? Was it the ruins? Was it the battle system, which was something I wasn't huge with? Was it the graphics? Maybe it was a combination of all those things. However, I decided to finally give it a fair shot, and it was the only game I ever played for 2 straight months. How? How was a game that I found to be completely boring and tedious to be so addicting all of a sudden? Why is a game where a gold woman who wants to be your mother figure so endearing? How is a game where there is a talking flower so spooky at times? How is a game where a skeleton who only talks in Comic Sans gets me so emotionally invested? I just couldn't wrap my head around it. It was so odd, and I couldn't help but love it. I played this game a lot. It's become one of my favorite games of all time. Either for its music, comedy, themes, Undertale was just a special game. A game that's hard to replicate, no matter how hard some people try. There's not really much to talk about this game. I don't think I can add anything that other YouTubers haven't already done. But I did want to show my love for this game one way or another. So, here we go. Let's start with the obvious part, the soundtrack. It's hard to believe that Toby Fox made the whole soundtrack. He is a legit damn genius. This whole soundtrack is all about the leitmotifs. It all starts from the very beginning with, well, Once Upon a Time, also known as Undertale. Yes, I know, very original. He carried that theme and ran with it through the whole game. At times, whenever I listen to it, I'm like that Leonardo DiCaprio meme, listening to that theme in segments like in Torio's home. The hotel. Or in Hopes and Dreams. It's honestly really inspiring. It doesn't stop there. You can hear some leitmotifs for other themes, like the ruins. You'll hear it in the waterfalls. or in the Undyne boss. I also absolutely adore the themes for the characters. Seth specifically, I listen to it whenever I have no thoughts in my head and I'm just staring into a wall. It's epic. The boss themes are the show stealers without a doubt. Themes like Heartache, Bone Trussle, and Hopes and Dreams are stuff that, well, dreams are made of. Definitely in my top 10 favorite video game soundtracks of all time. But what about everything else? Because, you know, this isn't a Sonic game. The music isn't the only good thing. Let's talk about the locations. Ruins. The ruins are alright. A tutorial, but not really fun, especially on repeated playthroughs. But it teaches you the mechanics of the game pretty well. And that tutorial boss fight is legit heartbreaking, especially when you're pretty much done with the fight and say farewell to her. I love how she reacts when she kills us. Good job, numbnuts. Snowdin is my favorite location in the game. You might have an idea why. It's all thanks to the gorgeous aesthetics and music. Of course, that's not all. This is where we get introduced to the two goats, Ness and Sans and Papyrus. They're such a lovely duo. They're super fun and funny. I love the Papyrus boss fight despite it being super easy. I do wish we got a little bit more of them. It's not like they're the most important characters in the game or anything. That Papyrus boss theme though. Please tell me I was... A theme so good. It was my outro theme for years. And who could forget the date you have with Papyrus? It's honestly really fun and charming seeing Papyrus make his first real friend that we know of. The waterfall. Ominous. And not as lively or jolly as Snowdin, which I think works for the game. A giant fish lady called Undyne follows us through the whole adventure. I wonder if that's important. Turns out that it is, because she needs our soul to give it to the king. That king being Asgore. I'm not intimidated by him at all. Everybody thinks he's a joke. But more on that later. We fight Undyne and become friends. Yay! Although it took some time to convince. Hotland, or the core. This is my second least favorite location in the game. If anything, it's because of her. Oh, Alphys. I don't really like her. Not for the reasons you may think, but because I find her interruptions to be really annoying. Especially when she talks about anime. The world has enough evil in it. But thankfully, Hotland and the core gives us the best antagonist in the game. Nope, it's not Flowey the Flower. It's not Asgore. It's a Mettaton. Now this sexy gay robot is responsible for having the best game show of all time. Until Tenna came around. But let's not talk about him right now. And also, he has the sexiest legs in all of gaming. Okay, second sexiest legs in all of gaming. No, I will not elaborate. Once we defeat him, we go to the part of the game where everything changes. And it's kind of an emotional whiplash, but let's not worry about that. But before we go there though, it is revealed that in the Hotland or the core, everything that we did with Alphys, it was all manufactured by her so she can look good.
Ugh, I can't believe Alphys is that selfish and evil. Ugh, I hate her.
I hate her too, but it's not because of that, okay? The new home. And here is where we get the backstory for the son of the king, Antorio, Asriel. And also this other kid called Kara, who they sadly died. Kara passed away after being terminally ill, or something like that. And Asriel, the poor kid, died from his lethal injuries after being attacked by humans who thought the kid killed Kara. Wait, Why is this so sad? I thought this was the funny haha sexy skeleton man game. And also you get this message on the mirror. Oh man, that's deep. And then you get judged by Sans. I'm sure I didn't miss anything in the new home though. Right? Once he judges us, we fight Asgore. And with such an emotional fight, we beat him and get to live with him if we want to. It's honestly so tragic that once we defeat him, he wants us to finish him off. He thinks he doesn't deserve forgiveness, and that's honestly kind of sad. Imagine thinking that you don't deserve any forgiveness, that you ask to be killed, and to a child no less. However, we forgive him, and he talks about all these good stuff. We can be a family? This can't be a way to atone for everything he's done. He's past redemption at this point, but he can still do some good, especially because we gave him the chance. Oh, Flowey, you son of a bitch! I guess I did forget to mention this little booger, Flowey the Flower, is a character that follows us through the entire game, stalking us. If there's one thing I hate in video games, is being stalked. Chris Walker would like to have a word. We fight Flowey, who transforms into Omega Flowey. It's an annoying fight, but we still kick its ass. The souls also fly out of that thing, and we deal the finishing blows. And once we defeat him, we get the option to kill or spare it. I always choose to spare him, showing that we are nothing alike. We're done, and we get one of the endings. And yes, I did say one of the endings. There are over 90 endings in Undertale. Now, I don't know how they get even half of them, but it's insane just how many endings there are. It's mental. I won't discuss all of the endings because it's literally impossible, but I will mention my favorites. Exile Queen without Undyne, where Papyrus is a mom. Now that's epic. Killing a monster after befriending Undyne, where she hates your guts, is honestly kinda sad. Pacifist Neutral is the closest thing to a happy ending without it being a happy ending. Metaton taking over the underground is so funny and epic and cool and sexy. And of course, the Alphys ending, where she reveals she hates you and should have killed you when she had the chance. Whew, boy! Man, that's such a fantastic ending, and that's one of the reasons why I can't hate Alphys. Kind of. However, the true pacifist ending is the canon ending, where you do absolutely everything. Going on a date with Papyrus, befriending Undyne, have Alphys and Undyne date each other, and going to the lab. In here, we get the review about some characters, like Alphys and her dark past, the experiments, how Flowey came to be. It's all so great. We go back to Asgore, and so Flowey becomes his original self, Asriel. Yep, Flowey was Asriel the whole time. Basically, Alphys experimented on him with determination, making Flowey come back to life, but without a soul. The final fight is an emotional roller coaster and one of the best endings to a video game ever, with one of, if not my favorite moment in the whole game, Asriel breaking down. Instead of showing you the scene, I'd like to do something I usually don't do. And that's voice act the scene. Why? Because I feel like it, damn it.
What did you do? What's this feeling? What's happening to me? No! I don't need anyone! Stop it! Get away from me! Do you hear me? I'll tear you apart! Do you know why I'm doing this? Why I keep fighting to keep you around? I'm doing this because you're special. You're the only one that understands me. You're the only one who has any fun to play with anymore. No, that's not just it. care about you more than anybody else! I'm not ready for this to end. I'm not ready for you to leave. I'm not ready to say goodbye to someone again. So please, stop doing this! And just let me win! Stop it! Stop it now! I'm so alone. So afraid.
Thank you. You love me. You really love me. You're not going anywhere.
We save and leave the underground. We're free. Man, such an amazing ending. There's no way we could screw up all that hard work. Right? Well, to quote the words of Flowey the Flower, in this world, it's kill or be killed. So we'll go back and killed every last monster we formed those beautiful bonds with. And for what? For what reason? I'm just bored. Holy shit, this is boring! Intentionally so. This was made to make you bored and leave, so you can get the good ending. But that still doesn't excuse the fact that it's so boring. Just like in most RPGs, you'll grind through the whole game just so you can level up. I'll give Undertale props for making it different and clever. You gain love, also known as level of violence. Like, that shit is super clever, come on now. But just like almost every RPG, the grinding is incredibly long and incredibly tedious. Take for example the ruins. There are, 16 monsters to kill? Once you take out all of them, you get one of the greatest messages in gaming. But nobody came. That's so chilling. I guess Toby liked that quote so much that it kept appearing over and over and over again. I get it, bro. Nobody came. I do appreciate the fact that the music that plays when that message pops up is a slowed down version of Your Best Friend. I didn't even realize that until I saw a YouTube video showing all the leitmotifs for the game. Toby, you genius. I wish I was that clever. But back with the monsters you have to kill. There's 16 monsters in Snowden. Okay, that's not bad, I guess. And then there's the core, which has 40 monsters. No, that's absolutely insane. What was he thinking? At this point, the monsters aren't the only things that I'm killing. I'm also killing my sanity while doing this. You know what's something that Undertale does really well? The boss fights. So when I tell you I was actually excited to fight Torio for the first time again, and this time a proper boss fight, I'm telling you, I was super excited. All this grinding must have made the boss fights worth it, right? I was excited to see what would happen next. What would be different? How would the dialogue change? It's gotta be an amazing... Oh dear. Something that this game does well is the consequences for killing every monster. You don't get to have fun. The fights, non-existent. We're past that point. Even Sans warns you that if you continue this route, you'll have a bad time. What's he gonna do? He's just a stupid, sexy Tumblr man skeleton. He ain't gonna do none. We continue our genocide, even killing Papyrus. Oh, he was my only friend. We continue on, and what seems to be the same old, something changes. Undyne, The hero gets struck trying to save Monster Kid, and in a desperate attempt, with the indomitable monster spirit, aka determination, we get the first actual and probably the best fight in the game. Undying the Undying. The story is epic. The stakes are high. It's all or nothing, frickers, and she's kicking my ass! But once you defeat her, she reveals that it was all planned, and everyone will be able to escape. Like I always say, the hero has to win all the time, and evil only needs to win once. So long, Undyne, my greatest enemy. We continue to kill everything and everyone until we reach Metaton. I'm thinking that it's going to be yet another epic battle for all time. If Undyne was anything to go by, and with that sick design for Metaton Neo, there was no doubt in my mind that this fight would absolutely... Oh, shit. We're too powerful. That only leaves us with one monster. Well, technically two. It has come to this. Sans. Well, aside from his first attack, he doesn't seem that hard. I mean, look at his attack and defense. He seems to be pretty easy. What? What? Oh god. The hardest fight, no contest. But hey, at least the music is good. Here I am trying not to die and the music goes... It is such an intense battle, more so than with Undyne. Unlike her, Sans also uses common sense and dodges your attacks. Ain't that nice? Once we're done with him, we just stare at him as he falls asleep. Seems like we'll stay here forever. We break the game and attack and... Damn it! He dodged again!
So, guess that's it, huh? Just don't say I didn't warn you. Well, I'm going to grill bees. Papyrus, you want anything?
Shit. After we defeated, we go for Asgore. Imagine how messed up we are that Asgore, who usually sees us as a human, calls us a monster. The character kills Asgore this time, without our input. There's no build-up for a boss fight. There's no music. There's nothing. Even Flowey, who usually tells us it's kill or be killed, is afraid of us. Do you have any idea just how evil we are? That we make Flowey of all people afraid. The character kills Flowey in a gruesome way. Not before Flowey begs for mercy, and to make it even more hardcore, Flowey takes the form of Astrio one last time before... Jesus Christ, dude! And there they are. Kara. Because we killed everything and everyone, they took a hold of our soul. Or something like that. They give us the option to destroy the world or leave it as it is. If we destroy it, they will call us a great partner. If we don't, then this happens. You know, if I was 10 years old, this would be much scarier. And that's the genocide route. It's very weird and not that fun, honestly. It kind of left a sour taste in my mouth, if I'm being honest, which is the point, so I think it's fine. But I can't let this be the end of it all. No, this can't be the end. 10 years of Undertale, I can't let it end with everybody dying. No. Let's save everybody. Let's redeem our genocidal self. I forgot to mention this earlier, but after we save the underground, we get to stay with Toriel or leave. Either way, it's a happy ending. So, I'm glad not much has changed. We earned this. We redeemed ourselves. And I'm super happy that... Yeah, Undertale doesn't forget. You may have moved on, you may have redeemed yourself and got a different ending, but the game didn't forget. Kara remembers. You will never have that happy ending ever again. Unless you mess with the files in the game, then you can have the good ending with no consequences. That is such a cool twist that I don't see much in video games. I love it. I love the meta aspect of this game. It's unlike anything I've seen done in a video game before. I kinda love this game. It's been one of my favorites ever since I played it for the first time back in 2022. And I mean actually play it. I've done multiple playthroughs of this game to the point I grew sick of it. And I will do it all over again. Now, I know we love to give Toby Fox his flowers, and of course, he's 100% earned it, don't get me wrong, but someone who also deserves their flowers is none other than Emi Chang, the lead artist for this game. Oh, you know, those characters you love, Sans, Papyrus, Toriel, that's all her. The sprites, all her. The cutscenes, all her. She is such a big part of why Undertale is as good as it is, and it's a shame no one gives her the flowers she deserves. Huge shout out to Tammy. We stand Tammy Chang in this household. She also made some games. I haven't played them myself, but I intend to sooner or later. The games are Escape Chasm and Dweller's Empty Path. Show her some support. She 100% deserves it. So, yeah, that was Undertale. One of the biggest games of the last 10 years. It's kind of crazy that a game that was developed by one guy and animated by one person made something like this. It's also crazy how a game like this wasn't even his dream project. But I won't talk about that game until it's completed in 2040. So far, I'm loving Deltarune. More so than Undertale, which is crazy. Yeah. I don't know how to end this video. Me ahoy, me noi noi, me ahoy. Yeah, that's pretty good.